So where I was logging this fall was on this same piece of land, but we logged in a different area. But where I was it was super swampy. And I could drive down in here then. I don't think I could right now. My heels are digging in a little bit, but we made a mess. We made a big effing mess down right where we come in and out of the field. So I brought some hay, just, you know, for courtesy. We really want to try to do the best job we can. Pretty nice of these landowners to let us in here, so just gonna put some hay out on it, try to help the seeds come back in. There's a swamp in here. So goal is put some hay down. I talked to the caretaker about it and told him we were gonna come back, so always important. But yeah, you can see it was swampy down in here. I mean, there's no debating it. This is old. These ruts are old. But it was a swamp down in here. So we're just gonna lay some hay out on it. Maybe try to step down some of the ridges, make it look a little better. All right, so I only brought 2 bales. It's wet down here. I mean, we're gonna get the parts that we think they can hay, and the rest of it we're just gonna have to leave because it is wet. I mean, there's no way they're going down in there, even when it gets drier. Maybe last fall when we were in the drought, but like my dad's fields, they're already hauling manure on, and you wouldn't be able to get a manure spreader out here. No, nothing. Those who don't know, this is what baler twine looks like. Tie it together, never leave it in the field. It fucks up your equipment. There you go. Put some hay down. You know, it's wet in here. I've said that 100 times, but I don't really foresee them having an issue with that. It's mostly smooth. The grass will come right back in. That's logging too, you know. I think a lot of people are concerned about people on their land, which is fair. You know, we want to do a good job. Also got to look out for ourselves on that and make sure that we're doing good with the equipment. But from what I can tell, I don't think there's too much stress on that. If we can just make sure our part's clean, that's all we really care about. We want to be welcomed back by this landowner. It's got the perfect spruce, what we're looking for, and we want the forester to be happy with our result. When you have land in Vermont, we have this thing called current use. And what that means is you get a break on your taxes if you use it for agricultural purposes. And there's a whole big criteria. You have to own 25 acres in total, and do all that. And what that grants you is you have to have written plans from a forester, and you have to have a farmer farm your fields, and you have to use it. So a lot of people in this area are just rich people, did it, you know. And what they did is they bought these chunks of land, 100, 200, maybe 300 acres. And they wanted to break on their taxes, as we all do. And so that made it so the land had to be forcefully logged or maintained in a style that your forester aligns with. Now, every forester has a little bit of a... We want to, shit, Ronan really got stuck down in here, didn't he? See, this is where our landing was. It looks very nice. This is what we want. This is not what we want. I'll have to come back after and stomp it out. But, so the forester basically makes them cut trees to try to maintain some kind of ecological improvement of the forest. And for us, that means loggers can come in like me and log it. Now, wow. So when you go into log, cut a bunch of trees down, the landowner usually gets like 40% if you're pulling good timber. And right now, lumber, softwood, like a spruce or a fir tree, is only worth $400 per 1,000 board feet. So that would mean you'd give like 150 bucks to the landowner. I didn't think it would look this good. I'm actually really impressed with myself. It looks like we left some tops there, but wow, this looks really good. I'm sure the forester's happy with this. So, in my mind, the landowner should be last to get paid. And the reason why I say that is, I get that it's your land, but with markets as they are, you know, trucking and logging need to go first. And if you can't make it logging, then, you know, there's going to be nobody to log your land anyway, which, to save money on taxes and to keep it in a program, you need to have it in. So in this area, we broke the guard off the back of our skid steer, and we're trying to find it. I thought I'd be able to find it really easily. Well, that's too bad. I thought they would have been right out on the ground in here. So we lost one of the side guards on the skid steer, and it fell underneath the track and smashed. I tried to get all the pieces, but I couldn't find them all, so I'll have to come back this spring when the snow's melted. But I don't even see a single piece here. This is where Ronan had his little campfire.
Like, his stick on the channel is like you don't really know who he is.
Oh, but this looks really good. This is where we ended up doing the ending of our logging, and this looks really good. All this big stuff in here will rot out, make some pulp. Landowner really wants to keep it, so it looks like it's a full-on forest from her house, which is completely acceptable. I think Rick Morrill has no problem with that. But yeah, there's a broken fence here. It looks like a tree fell on it. I don't know who did that, but actually I do know who did that. I don't have their phone number, else I'd help them fix it. I think it's on. So it's only one strand, and there's another tree down there, a dead one that fell on it.